Welcome to our PartsWatch training video. This is the third of our 5-part series on posting customer payments. And in this lesson, we'll start off by applying payments to balance forward accounts and finish up by showing how to undo posted errors. Current invoices display as well as any previous balances in the transaction grid for balance forward accounts. Previous balances are created by the system during the end of period aging, and each represents the unpaid amount per period. Payments are applied to the period rather than the transaction. If finance charges are charged to the account, they print on the statement at the end of the month, but are aged into the previous balance when the account is then aged. With the payment credit information entered, click the Manual Apply button to manually apply the payment, or the Auto Apply button to let the system apply the payment. If Manual Apply is selected, a window will open with the period balances and the amount of the payment displayed. The Post All To field allows selection of the period balance to apply the payment to. So click the OK button and the payment is applied. But if the payment should be applied against multiple periods, uncheck the Post All To flag, and the period balance will be enabled. Enter the amount to be applied against each balance, and click the OK button. If the full payment is not applied, the system will prompt that the payment amount will be reduced to the amount applied. Click Yes to change the amount of the payment, and No to return to the window to adjust the amount applied. Balance forward accounts do not carry unapplied payments. If a credit balance exists in one or more periods, and the Manual Apply button is clicked, the window opens and the Post All To field defaults to oldest, so the credit balance will be applied to the oldest balance. But you can change it to newest to apply the credit balance to the newest balance, or uncheck the flag to select the period and edit the amount that will be paid to each period. The amount due can't be edited. The balance field will display the total of credit balances and will be reduced as each period credit balance is applied to a debit balance. The field will be reduced to 0 when all credit balances have been applied. Click the OK button to apply the credit balance to the selected period or periods. The system will change the period of the credit balance amount to the period of the debit balance it's being applied to. In order to track the changes to the period balance totals, the system posts a debit memo against any credit from one bucket that's applied to a debit balance from another bucket, and posts an offsetting credit memo against the debit. The system enters the text Journal Adjustment in the memo field for both the debit and the credit memos, so that you know where these transactions came from, or click Cancel to abort applying the period credit and debit balances. However, to make it even easier, click the Auto Apply button, and the system will automatically apply the payment to the periods using the Apply Newest to Oldest flag. The system will start with the oldest period and apply the credit until it has been fully applied, or until all periods have been paid off if the flag is unchecked. Or it will start with the newest period and apply the credit until it has been fully applied, or until all periods have been paid off if the flag is checked. Incidentally, you can also use this flag to order the transactions in the grid from newest to oldest or oldest to newest, or click the grid heading for a field to resort the grid. Now that we've posted and applied payments, let's do the same thing with the other posting codes. Invoice adjustments can be debit or credit, so leave this field as a minus for a credit or change it to a plus for a debit. The Auto Apply button is not available for invoice adjustments, so click the Manual Apply button and the invoice adjustment is automatically applied to the current period. Tax adjustments can also be debit or credit. A debit memo is used to post a debit to a period, and a credit memo is used to post a credit to a period, following the same functionality we talked about for applying a PC. The PE posting error code is used when you've posted a transaction incorrectly or to the wrong account. and works the same whether the account is set up as balance forward or open item. Select PE posting error from the payment field. The amount, discount, total, check number, and memo fields will be grayed out. The deposit and print flags will be unchecked, and they'll be grayed out also. And a window will open displaying all posted transactions that can be reversed. If no transactions can be reversed, the window will open, but no transactions will display. The last transaction manually posted or the last ROA added from point of sale will be highlighted, and you can either accept that one or highlight the correct transaction to be reversed. Only one posted transaction can be reversed at a time. Clicking the OK button closes the window and asks to make sure if you really want to undo the posting. Answer yes to clear the erroneous transaction, or no to close the prompt, and return to the post entry screen without undoing the transaction. Only transactions posted by the user, including point-of-sale ROAs, can be reversed. Any AR posted codes that are created by the program cannot be reversed. However, if any manually posted codes are applied to these transaction types, the posted error will undo the postings and return the transaction to its original status. The program reverses the value of the erroneous transaction so that, for example, a payment credit was posted against the wrong account. The program will post a PE debit transaction to offset the credit. Both the credit and the debit transactions will exist, and all invoices or balances the posted credit was applied against will be restored to the pre-posting status, and the erroneous transactions will be backed out of the day cash close screen. The posted error code will be available to reverse a posted transaction until the end of day has been run. Posted transactions entered by mistake that were created before the last end of day close will not be available to apply a posted error code against. Any transactions entered incorrectly and reversed from the posted error functionality will be deleted by the system if the account conversion utility is run. Following the same functionality used for fully applied debits and credits, both the erroneous transaction and the posted error transaction will be cleared from the post entry screen when applied, but we'll show you how to see them on the view entry screen when we get there. We're going to close here and pick up with posting to open item accounts in the next video, so be sure to join us, and please wait until you've seen all 5 videos in this series before contacting customer support if you have questions. And thanks for joining us.